India's largest bank, which is supporting SMEs, empowering SMEs for better business growth. We have Mr. Viren Joshi. He's heading the Sigma Electric Manufacturing Company Limited in India and as well as in USA. He's going to talk about local and global perspective. Mr. Srikant Badwe is from Pune, and he's helping many SMEs and many entrepreneurs to to grow more in a state and national level. And he's going to talk about from startups to medium size and large corporate. On behalf of SME Chamber of India, I welcome all the viewers, listeners, and the participant join now for this important webinar. And a special welcome Mr. Subhash Janwal, Chief General Manager of SME Unit of State Bank of India. सर पहले तो मैं आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूं और आपको शुभकामनाएं देना चाहता हूं आपके न्यूली चेयरमैन अपॉइंटमेंट के ऊपर।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
और हम चाहते हैं कि आपके माध्यम से, आपके टेन्योर में, आपके लीडरशिप में हमारे एसएमई सेक्टर को बहुत बढ़ावा दिया जाए, एसएमई सेक्टर को बहुत एम्पावरमेंट किया जाए और एसएमई सेक्टर की जो फाइनेंशियल फ्यूल की जो मांग होती है वो पूरी की जाए। ये स्पेशल मेरी मांग ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ एसएमई सेक्टर at this webinar. Sir, let me give you a glance of our SME Chamber of India, which is working for the last 27 years. We are supporting more than 500,000 SMEs as members and subscribers. And we are supporting them for business growth, business expansion, development, international cooperation, empowering for the new entrepreneurship, providing large supply chain management in large corporate MNCs, public enterprises, and especially support the small and medium companies to grow more at national and international level. Sir, we are aware that the entrepreneurship created from the education or from the experience. एक आज हमारे भारत देश में जो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप जो डेवलपमेंट होती है मोस्टली एजुकेशन के माध्यम से और एक्सपीरियंस जैसे जॉब है या फैमिली बिजनेस से बनती है। हम चाहते हैं कि एसएमई सेक्टर की जो बढ़ावा होना चाहिए, वी वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट हाउ दिस कैन बी डेवलप मोर। Honorable Prime Minister vision is to make India as a $5 trillion US economy. It is very, very important. Bankers are going to play a very important role, and of course, SME sector is going to play a very important role. आज SME sector क्या चाहते हैं? What SMEs are looking for? Particularly support financial fuel, support from the government for creating the level playing field, support for export promotion, and support for revival and survive in this competitive era. आप सभी जानते हैं कि आज की डेट में ये कोविड के माध्यम से, कोविड की वजह से आज हमारे इंडस्ट्री को, हमारे एसएमई सेक्टर को, हमारे इकोनॉमी को और एम्प्लॉयमेंट को बहुत इसका फटका पड़ा है, इसका बहुत नुकसान हो गया है। एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट most of the companies are struggling. Most of the companies are on the verge of closing. Most of the companies doing business with a 40%, 50% capacity, and most of the companies now doing 100% capacity because of this. The economy is growing now. लास्ट मंथ का अगर आप जीएसटी कलेक्शन देखो और जिस दायरा जो बढ़ते जा रहा है, एक्सपोर्ट के लिए भी तो बढ़ते जा रहा है, तो मुझे लगता है ये अच्छा संदेश आया और अच्छा सिचुएशन है। बट हियर नाउ द बैंक्स आर प्लेइंग इम्पोर्टेंट रोल। आज अगर देखा जाए तो जब से लॉकडाउन हुआ है, मुझे लगता है मेडिकल सेक्टर और बैंकिंग सेक्टर एक दिन भी बंद नहीं रहा। इसकी वजह से हमारे बैंकिंग सेक्टर को मैं पहले तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं और स्पेशली एसबीआई को, क्योंकि बैंकिंग सेक्टर ने जिस तरह से हमारे एसएमईज को आज जिंदा रहने के लिए, सर्वाइव होने के लिए, रिवाइव होने के लिए जो सपोर्ट दिया है, उसके दिल मैं उनको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। और मैं चाहता हूं कि यही ऐसा सपोर्ट, यही ऐसा मार्गदर्शन, यही ऐसा हमारा जो हेल्पिंग हैंड है वो हमें हमेशा मिलता रहेगा। Sir, you are aware that SME sector contributes in a significant way to the growth of Indian economy with a vast network of the more than at least 6.5 crore units in India. They are sharing around 33% nominal GDP from the last year onwards. The share of the sector is in manufacturing industry is very well, and it is growing by more than 45 to around 48%. MSME sector has been generated 11 lakh crore employment, and it is increasing day by day. MSME sector are involved, especially particularly in the trade, manufacturing, service industry, and mostly all our MSMEs are in rural area. They are calculate approximately 45% total employment. Interesting is that the micro enterprises account for the 97% of the total employment in MSME sector. आज अगर हमारे इंडिया में देखा जाए तो माइक्रो, टाइनी, स्मॉल एंड मीडियम सेक्टर है. आज मीडियम सेक्टर हार्डली 45,000 to 50,000. अगर आज हमारे मीडियम सेक्टर को हम इमर्जिंग एंटरप्राइजेस में कन्वर्ट करना चाहते हैं या उनको आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं तो इसमें बैंकिंग का बहुत बड़ा रोल होने वाला है. सो दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट टाइम नाउ टू सपोर्ट एसएमईज. और मैं चाहता हूं कि एसएमई सेक्टर को हम बढ़ावा देने के लिए बहुत जरूरी है. सरकार कोशिश कर रही है. सरकार ने जो आज जो पैकेज जो अनाउंस किया था उस पैकेज में से 1,60,000 करोड़ तक का जो इमरजेंसी लोन हमारे एमएसएमई सेक्टर ने अवेल किया है. बट मैं चाहता हूं कि और भी हाँ एसएमई आगे आया. मेनी एसएमई शुड कम अहेड and avail all these facility made available at banks. And I always say, without bank, SME will not grow, and without SME, India will not grow. With these words, I would like to stop here, and I would like to welcome again Chairman Sir for this very, very important program. And while interaction with you, we will have a question answer after your speech. So before that, I would like to invite Mr. Sikand Bidwe to give 2 minutes your glance about particularly what you are what you are experiencing from the April onwards, and how you are connecting, how you are guiding the SME sector as well as the startups. Mr. Sikand.
Thank you, Chandrakanji. First of all, I request Chairman Sir Dinesh Kharaji to accept our sincere congratulations for leading the India's biggest bank, State Bank of India. And we are sure under your leadership, SBI will grow further and make our India strong in the platform of the country and in the world. So our Prime Minister of India's aim that we should be biggest economy, and it's going to be with the support of the banking support. So SBI is going to play a very key role, and it's going to be very important. So with this, I would like to share my views. Lockdown, when it happened, it was a new for everybody across the world. Nobody knew how it is going to shape up. And there was in the month of March and the month of April, there was hardly any activity happening. People were at home and nobody was prepared to have money in the bank, in the hand, and other essentials. In those challenging times, the banking fraternity across the India, they went to office, they attended the office, and they did everything to support the common man. Maybe withdrawal of the money, maybe from ATM, check passing, and RTGS and NEFT. If it is from not been there, I really see a big darkness how this country would have performed. So I know, I read in the newspaper, many people from the banking industry, they lost because of the COVID, their life was at threat. But still, like our police and medical fraternity doctors, the banking people did excellent work and they did supported our economy very, very much. I always express that whenever I meet my friends, and it was a great thing. So with this, I want to share, as the lockdown was released, people were wanting to start the factories, and there were some people who were in red category and they were not able to start the factory. There were lots of discussions, lot of debates were happening. But in few weeks, I think industry started operations and the things went into a betterment. There was a good demand because social distancing was a big necessary, and two-wheeler and the entry-level cars were having very good demand. And I mainly belong to the two-wheeler industry. We supply mainly to all the two-wheeler customers. There was a very big demand and pull from the customers. And similarly, there was a very high demand in the market. The sales were happening in 5 minutes. The customer used to come to the dealership with clarity what he wants to buy. In 5 minutes, decision is done and he's going away with the bike. So there was a very big demand. And in this process, the MSME were demanding a big support because there were financial challenges. Government came forward with a package, and the banking industry across the country did excellent work. They supported MSMEs and they supported other units also. I feel I am working with Chandrakanji for last 25 years. more than maybe 30 years. I remember my days when my factory was started, our turnover was 1 lakh per annum. So we were a part of a MSME, or you can call small scale industry. And I could see how we transform from a small scale to a medium scale and maybe to large scale. So this journey I have witnessed. So I always feel that we are committed as a society to MSME, and we should support them, guide them, nurture them for our experience, for our knowledge. And that is what I keep on doing with leadership of Mr. Chandrakant Salunke. And he is very, very committedly doing this. And today, what I am trying to share with you is, as we processed, as things started growing, happening better, the GST collection has gone up. In the month of October, the GST collection is more than 1 lakh crore rupees. So definitely it's a good sign. It's a positive sign. But some sectors like aviation, hotels, restaurants, travels, and other related activities, they are having big challenges. They are not doing very good. And overall, there are challenges how this will happen after Deepavali in January, whether there will be a COVID second phase. So lots of uncertainty is there, and this needs to be addressed. And in this process, what I feel, our country, when we look at the overall perspective, innovation and entrepreneurship are the two key factors. Entrepreneurship is doing something business, somebody is doing some business, somebody is doing some creativity, new things, and innovation is doing something differently. So these are the two key factors on which our country can grow well. As our Prime Minister sir says, Atmanirbhar Bharat, we definitely have gone through a big challenging situation. COVID is not an easy thing. Everybody is suffering for that. Everybody is having worry. How are we going to face tomorrow? Are we succumb to the threat of COVID infection? So everybody is worried, but then everybody is putting best efforts. So as we have these challenges, I feel we have some positive vibes also. Country has decided, is feeling that we should reduce our imports. We should have local manufacturing, local support should be given for the import substitutes. So there are a lot of opportunities are there. Lots of things can happen. And in this situation, the support from the banking industry is very, very important, is very, very crucial. In a similar fashion, I do work with AICTE, which is under MHRD, and I am there as a part of the innovation committee. Lots of things are happening in the schools, in the colleges. This is what I'm observing. What they lack is they lack the financial support. They are not having enough money on their own. Angel investors or initial investors are not coming forward in a very big numbers. And I always feel when they are young, their mind is full of creativity. Their mind is full of out-of-box thinking, and they are having very wonderful ideas. But this just die down. It never see a reality, and it just being a part of a discussion and get stopped over there. I feel government is having very high commitment for startups. Startups is like a part of an MSME. They are sometimes smaller than MSME, and eventually they become something like MSME. So I feel they are like our brothers and sisters. I feel there is a very high need to support them. Country at large, every ministry, maybe skill department, MSME, every ministry is trying to support them. But overall, there should be a better framework, a better policy, wherein we can decide how we can fund them, how we can support them, how we can nurture their ideas, how we can help them to get stabilized and do better. So I feel these are the two aspects. Overall, Chandrakant has mentioned, industry is definitely worried. Definitely, there is a betterment than yesterday, but nobody knows about tomorrow. So everybody is looking at the banking support, and I'm sure that is going to be there, and that will help everybody. But while doing this, some sort of framework for startups where we can make some MOUs with this ministry, we can decide some framework which can be implemented across the India. SBI is the Bank of India and every person. So some clarity from bank will help these MSMEs to take benefit and make their ideas to be implementable. And one of the idea can click like anything, and that can make wonders and can help us, our country, to lead the economy. So these are my inputs. I feel definitely we have done better as compared to the 6 months before. As compared to March, in October, we feel much comfortable. But question marks are there, how next 6 months are going to be. So let us use our today's opportunity platform to understand views of Chairman Sir, how he feels, how India is going to fare, how India is going to address the challenges. And we are here to learn this and share this with our picks. So I really thank you, Chandrakantji, for giving this opportunity to be part of this office gathering. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Srikantji. Sir, today's webinar focusing on the India SME Banking Summit, like e-conference. And here we want to understand from you that how we can enhance the lending or credit towards SME sector, because I'm regularly interacting with the RBI governor from last 25 years. And, particularly that time was a SSI and also from the PG Kakotkarji when you were chairman, 95, 96 onwards. That time also I'm interacting with our SBI. And the SBI is my bank from 1978 onwards. I started my own account first. So the point is, when it was a SSI, I remember 2002, 1st May, I have invited Honorable Prime Minister, then Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee to address my program and to give awards to my small and medium entrepreneurs. At that time, I said, पंत प्रधान जी, हमें छोटा ही रखना है क्या हमें कभी बड़ा करने का सोचोगे क्या? मतलब एसएसआई पहले तो आप जानते हो, एसएसआई वाज कॉल्ड एज अ इंडस्ट्री. तो मैंने आप इसको अगर जब तक बढ़ाएंगे नहीं, बड़ा नहीं करेंगे तो हम हाउ विल बिकम अ बिग. So then he realized that he immediately in his speech said, no, we will review why we call SSI and why SME called in out of the country. So immediately he took a charge and he immediately given direction to Vasundhara Raje ji. That time she was a minister for the SSI. And after that, the ball started rolling to convert into MSME segment. Another very interesting point I would like to, or the moment I would like to share, the chairman of ICBC Bank, the Industrial Commercial Bank of China, called me in 2011. He said, we are starting our branch in Mumbai and I would like to invite you to inaugurate. I was shocked. ICBC Bank, so bigger bank, and they're inviting me as a SME Chamber of India's president. So I was a little bit shocked, and I spoke to my few friends in SBI. I said, how big is the bank? They said 97% are the MSME members that they have, customers are they have. So this is a good opportunity. You can go and inaugurate that. I inaugurated, and that time I realized that what is the importance of the SME sector in India and out of in India. Honorable Prime Minister of India also invited on the 27th December to understand what is the issues of the SME sector. I said we don't want to just criticize bankers. We want to criticize whole stakeholders, not only bankers, because everybody is talking against bank for the bank. But what about the level playing field in a state government, land acquisition, employment generation, skill manpower, rather supporting for a export promotion, technology development, technology support, and particularly how we can generate the skill manpower at rural area. Industrialization is happening in the nearby city, but what about the rural area? So Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji also took very interesting, and when this pandemic started and when the this one lockdown was announced, immediately we are written then there will be huge problem. So kindly look into this matter immediately. With all of the support of the bankers, they have announced the first package for the SME sector. Now, point is, Indian SMEs are facing a lot of problems because of the pandemic. But now future is also bright, because if there is a challenges, there is opportunity. So at state level, national level, international level, I would like to bring Mr. Viren Joshi in now to understand particularly or to share your thoughts on, because he is heading Sigma Electric Manufacturing Company in Pune and Jaipur. I think they have must be 5,000 SME suppliers, and he is heading one branch in USA also. So वीरेन जी, आपका थोड़ा तजुर्बा बताइए कि कैसे हमारे एसएमई सेक्टर, कैसे बैंकिंग सेक्टर को हम आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Chandrakant ji. Thank you, Srikant, for your for all the information that you gave. It's all exciting. From my side also, Shri Dinesh Khara, I'd like to extend my compliments and congratulations on your new assignment. I'm sure it's going to be, as Chandrakant ji said, I'm sure it's going to be a very exciting future, and we look forward to it. And I'm hoping that with your leadership and with the strengths that SBI had, and exactly what Chandrakant ji said. I remember also my first account was with SBI in the 70s, and I've seen the growth and the exciting path that SBI has driven over these years globally, not just in India and globally. So from my side, I'd just like to give you a few comments and perspectives. Last week, I traveled from Pune, from my house in Pune to India, to the US. I came via New York, and I went for a meeting in New York. And I'm not exaggerating. Exactly 5% was the number of people, the number of cars, the number of cabs, the number of shops open, the number of restaurants open. 5%, and I could be exaggerating, maybe it's 4%, but 6% nahi tha. So I asked people, and they said, yes, this is the state of the economy in New York and in many cities. It is decimated. It is in a very poor shape. So I just wanted to leave you with that one vision as a starting point. I run many factories and businesses in US, and yes, business is booming at the moment, so-called in US, yet our factories are financially not doing so well. My plants in India, we've got 18 factories worldwide, and they are doing extremely well in production terms. But because of COVID, financially, we are stressed, and that is the situation across the world. So I just wanted to bring you that one perspective. I want to take you to another one, China. Every day I get, I'm again not exaggerating, 3 to 5 requests from Chinese SME companies asking me, would I like to buy products from them? Could I work with them? And they've got outstanding products and manufacturing capabilities. And when I compete with the Chinese every day, their pricing is 30 to 50% lower than me. And I'm one of the lowest manufacturing companies in the world. So that's the sort of competition I'm up against. So the Chinese production, Chinese efficiency is up and running. So we need to be alert to that. At the same time, there is a gigantic opportunity. We all know of it, and I don't need to talk about the fact that India stands on the cusp of, can we become one of the large just players in manufacturing? I'm not talking about competing with China. Maybe we can partner with China. I leave that aspect out. I just say, as Chandrakant ji said, 6.5, 6.34 crore MSMEs. This is our wealth. This is our strength, and we all know it. So I'm not trying to repeat anything. I want to take you to another very interesting factor, which some of you might have heard. This week, 3 days ago, Alibaba announced the results of a 3-year secret manufacturing project that they have been undertaking. They have now created one of the world's most advanced manufacturing plants. It starts in textiles. I've got the first video. I'm putting some notes together. I can share that afterwards with all of you. But it combines the best of IoT, robotics, automation, and artificial intelligence. And interestingly, but we should all be alert that in future, they're going to roll this manufacturing technique and technology from textile across every MSME, every SME, every manufacturing plant in China. That is the aim of Alibaba. Now, we need to be alert to this factor. So keeping that in mind, as I said, Sigma, we have got 18 plants. We're a global leader. We see the positives of what we can do as an Indian-based company with the manufacturing we have. We are a great example, sir, of Make in India. When I spoke to Niti Aayog, they said, you're a wonderful example and we should showcase it more. So I want to take the experiences that we have and translate that into Indian industry. We have transformed our business. And I believe that transformation experience, which many good companies in India are doing, should get translated down to the MSMEs, to Indian industry, so that we can compete and become part of that whole global supply chain where there is a vacuum. I'm sure you know, sir, there is nobody in the world. I have plants in the third best country in the world, so-called from a manufacturing point of view, Mexico. And I can tell you, India is far advanced in manufacturing capability, security. The city where my factories are one of the most dangerous in the world. And here we are in India with so many advantages. I believe we need to take full advantage of that. Yes, Chandrakantji hit the point right on. Government and industry, each of us need to do much more. I'm a very strong proponent. हमको खुद करना है पहले. I cannot keep reaching out to everybody else to say आप भी करो. मुझे खुद करना है. That's why I proved that what I can do, and I keep spending time to extend what we have done and showcase it with the Indian industry. So that's the background of what is exciting to me, that how do we, as Chandrakantji said, how do we all work together to bring Indian industry and SMEs forward? I have just a few small comments from my side, which I hope can be, some of them are controversial, they're transformational, but I'm hoping we can use it. One of the reasons why I am successful against the Chinese, among other factors, I'm lean, I'm transformational, I have great TPM, I've got great diversity of women in my plant because they're very efficient. In addition to that, my cost of capital is global. My international cost of capital is so low, and that helps me compete against the Chinese, who have negligible cost of interest. I've worked with the Chinese, I've had plants in China, I know their cost. They don't even look at cost of finance in their costing. That's where one area I would believe can we all help SMEs and Indian industries. Sir, you know the cost of borrowing on a global level. I know my cost of interest, which is so low, single digit. I'm requesting, I know it might be different from the whole system of what we've had for 20, 30, 40 years. But can we bring our cost of borrowing so low for Indian industry and transform, maybe do it for a select period, but the 8% to 15, 16% is not what the globe is facing. So if you could take the lead, I think you could be that. If you take upon yourself to transform Indian industry, I'm sure all of us will extend our support and work together with you on what we need to do. But as Chandrakantji and Shrikantji said, we need support on the finance side for our SMEs. That is one of the biggest factors that I would look for. And I think if you could bring that transformation, it would make a difference. Another small one, under the Atmanirbhar Bharat program, which is exciting and very, very relevant and pertinent to us. Can we, for example, can SBI take the lead and create dedicated funding lines for some of the annual plans which are there? For example, one of my colleagues who's known to you from Praj, he said, can we have dedicated funding lines for compressed biogas? Because he's into biogas. Another friend who's into solar energy said, can we have dedicated lines for solar power? And we can go on. And I believe that linkage can make a very big difference. Another one, sir, for India, which I see SMEs worldwide, where they have the advantages, a lot of loans are based on cash flow instead of collateral. Can we do something similar? Now, I understand fully the challenge that throws up. I know it's not going to be easy, but it could be done selectively. You could take advantage of the SME chamber. For example, the knowledge and the expertise of all the 15,000 plus members, and we could selectively work together to vet these SME members and work collaboratively with the banking system to help the SME sector. So I think that's where I would stop to say, I leave you with the challenge, sir. In your new tenure, can you become that transformational banker to transform Indian industry and take advantage of this outstanding opportunity? I know COVID is a serious situation, but it has thrown up a vacuum of sorts, a credibility gap in the world market against China. And I think India, the way we are structured, the way the Prime Minister has positioned India, I think we have massive credibility, massive positivity, even from the new president coming in. And let that decision made soon. But I'm sure with the new president also, we would have great equations. And if we can transform that relationship into a strong equation in India and globally, could make a difference. That's all from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Virenji. Virenji, thank you very much. You have given very good insight, and it's very useful for us for today's discussion. Friends, all of you are aware that SBI is one of the largest bank in India. SBI plays very, very important role for the economic growth. They are helping more than 10 lakh SME customers. And with portfolio size of 2.68 lakh crores, consisting nearly 11% of the bank's total advance, which is the SME sector playing very, very important role. Honorable Prime Minister of India has shown the vision document that how we can make the India as a $5 trillion economy, making India as a manufacturing hub, making India is one of the topmost country in the world for innovation invention. But there is a lack of information among SMEs. I'm not just criticizing the bankers or the government, but SMEs also should learn about how to take advantage, how to take benefit of the facility made available by the banks, because banks is not going to deny your proposal. If I have a good proposal, why bank will not? Why bank will deny? So the point is, we have to educate SME. SME Chamber of India is playing a very, very important role. Sir, bank credit grew by 5.6% up to 104 lakh crore till this October 23rd. That means 10.12%. But why SMEs are still lacking from this segment? That 7 crore MSMEs are there, 6.5 more than that, and that there are more than at least self-employment is there. But why the banks are not going beyond 50 lakhs MSMEs when we have announced 3 lakh crore and now hardly 1 lakh 60,000 crore is disbursed? So why? What is the gap? Since you have spent a lot of time from the ground level to higher level, so you are aware about the where if the SMEs are not giving importance or SMEs are not understanding, we will play very important to connect with the SMEs and bankers. So with these words, I would like to invite Sri Kharasab to share his thoughts and his views, particularly for how we can empower SME sector and what is the action plan of the SBI. Thank you, sir. Welcome to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Salunke Sahab, Sabarve, and also Mr. Joshi. It was quite an enriching talk which I had an opportunity to hear from all of you when it comes to SME. I think it needs no exaggeration to say that SME happens to be a backbone and SME happens to be the largest employer in the economy. In the current kind of a situation when we are all reeling under the impact of COVID, the economy is actually resurrecting from the impact of COVID, if I may say so. For initial 1 quarter, the economy was perhaps in its worst, and thereafter we have seen the revival happening as and when the unlock is happening. I think, to my mind, when it comes to SME, no doubt it constitutes the backbone. But if we really look at it, some of the major countries across the globe, SMEs have been a part of the supply chain, major supply chain. And we have also seen in our country also, wherever we have integrated with the global manufacturing capacities, for instance, when we got associated with auto and the auto manufacturers across the globe, and we have many of the OEMs who are located in India. So we are very well integrated into those global manufacturing chains. So similarly, when it comes to pharma, we have a similar positioning. But I think there are many other industries across the globe where we could not become part of the global supply chain. It has got an impact on both the sides. The SME also grows in terms of matures in terms of its product quality. SME also improves its governance standards. And I think very important component is it also enhances the confidence of the lenders. And also there is a certainty of the cash flows. That also is something which becomes a very integral part. If I look back and also see that how the Indian economy has evolved, and today a very significant component of the Indian economy actually comes from the services sector. what was mentioned in terms of, the startups. So in many respects, these startups are also forming part of the service sector today. I would say that some of the positive enablers which have been introduced into the economy in the last few years, one among them is the GST. So when it comes to the credibility of the data which is available relating to the SMEs turnover and SMEs consumption, that I think is already in place. Now, going forward, the way I look at how the SMEs will grow, to my mind, there are some latent problems which are there with SMEs. One among them is the timely realization of its dues, more so from the industry major. And I think with that in mind, if I can recall, almost about 3 years back, it was announced by the then Honorable Finance Minister that all the industry majors should be there on the threads, so that the outstanding bills which are there from the SMEs, they can be realized in time. And that would have gone a long way in terms of addressing the cash flow issues of the SMEs. So that is one of the major issue which I feel that if at all it gets addressed, it will go a long way in terms of addressing the hardships of the SMEs. Second, equally important aspect is the equity. Because as of now, a very large component of the SME funding is coming from the debt. And the issue which Mr. Viren Joshi highlighted in terms of the cost of debt. When it comes to cost of debt for SME is also a function of the cost of funds for the banks. And apart from that, the credit cost has got a component of the impaired loans. So if at all the impairment in loans are lower, the credit cost for the bank comes down. As against that, if at all the loans are more proportion of the loans are turning bad, the credit cost goes up. So actually it's a cost of funds loaded with the credit cost that becomes the break even for the bank. So if at all we have to support SME, my effort is to see that practically all SMEs thrive so that my credit cost comes down. My loss giving default, which is there in my book from SME portfolio, it should be the lowest. And once it is lowest, then we're in a position to pass on that benefit to the SME, which in turn will translate into the competitiveness of the SME also. And I will draw a parallel, when it comes to our mortgage loans. Our default ratios are very, very low. It is less than 1%. In many respects, it is less than even 0.50%. And that is one of the reasons when it comes to our ability to pass on the benefit of the lower credit cost to the home loan borrowers, we are in a position to do it very, very happily. So I think it is in the interest of all to ensure that the health of the SME should be the top class, and that will certainly help us in improving our portfolio. And let me assure you, as far as we in State Bank of India are concerned, SME is one of my core focus area. Ever since I have assumed office, we have already opened many SME dedicated branches across the country. And going forward also, we are going to open even more branches across the country, and SME will continue to be focused. Subhash Joinwal, who is already participating in this conclave also
Sir.
knows it, what all kind of activities which are being done at the bank level. And the very reason why we are trying to connect, open more and more SME branches is the focus is very clear that we have to ensure that there is a timely delivery for SME on the ground. And when we are taking these steps, the expectation which we have from the group of SMEs is that they should come across in a very transparent manner about their financial health, and we would be more than happy to collaborate with them and see to it that how best we can lend them a helping hand. We have also created a new position of AGM SME in each of our administrative offices across the country. And the idea behind is that these AGM SMEs are the support function for the DGM and who has been given the sanctioning authority at the DGM level itself, so that we are in a position to have the financial sanctions also done at a zonal office level or at the administrative office level. So that is something which has already been put in place. Many initiatives have already been taken by the Government of India. And Atmanirbhar Bharat, we all know that is possible only and only if we support SMEs. And there are initiatives which are more in terms of fund of funds for infusing equity into micro and small and medium enterprises, and provision of subordinate debts to those MSMEs which are classified stress NPAs. Even the threshold amount of default has been increased from 1 lakh to 1 crore for SMEs when it comes to the insolvency definition. Emergency credit line guarantee scheme has already been introduced. Rightly mentioned that out of 3 lakh crore, only 1.6 lakh crore only could be utilized by MSMEs. Even at the bank level, we had, even before the emergency credit line was introduced, we came out with the COVID-related relief package, wherein we had extended the support to all the MSMEs. Recently, Government of India has also announced the scheme for grant of ex-gratia payment of difference between compound interest and simple interest, where also MSMEs were eligible. Definition of MSME has been revised, which was a very long outstanding demand, and it has been made in sync with what the demand was. So I think to that extent, the kind of a support which was expected from the government has already been extended. I think when it comes to bank, when it comes to government, we are all aligned to the MSMEs, and we would like to see that. We are also mindful that these are the difficult days for MSMEs, and we are very cognizant of the fact that we should be in a position to extend credit to the MSME, provided they meet our criteria in terms of, we should have adequate visibilities of their cash flow. We should have adequate visibility in terms of from where the capital is coming and what are their plans. Because all said and done, and you are the entrepreneurs, and we are only providing you finance. So eventually, the risk for the enterprise is with the MSME, but we become partner to your risk when we extend you the credit. And as I mentioned, that we will be more than happy to extend the credit at the cheapest possible rate. And for that, we solicit your support in terms of helping us in building up the quality portfolio, which will help us in reducing the credit cost. Many initiatives have been taken in the recent past by many of the industry majors. And when it comes to, we are engaging with many of the industry majors, and they have In fact, today also I was engaging with one of the industry majors, and I was offering them a solution that maybe we can help in their distributors community to provide them the credit on the ground, and that too using our digital platforms which we have. And I think increasingly our effort is that we should be in a position to leverage the data which is available in the ecosystem, maybe through GST returns, maybe through some kind of profiling of the sales which are happening. So effort is that we should be in a position to provide the delivery by a click of few buttons in terms of providing credit. But yes, of course, how each one of us, as I mentioned, think much of it will depend upon ensure that we all of us have got the interest aligned. We are not on a our interests are not against each other. Our interests are fully aligned to you, and your success is our success also. And with that in mind, we have come out with, as I mentioned about the revamp, I've already shared with you. Liberalized working capital assessment for a scheme has already been introduced with a maximum limit up to 5 crores. And even above 5 crore also, we have come out with our liberalized assessment scheme. We have already sanctioned more than 26,000, almost about 26,000 crore amount under GECL, and almost it has almost 22,000 has been disbursed by us. But yes, as I mentioned, that we are very keen to see that how best we can collaborate with you. We have already rolled out our SME Assist, which is scheme for financing input credit claim under GST. The pre-approved business loans, which we have actually made available using analytics. Standby line of credit to assist SMEs if at all there is a liquidity mismatch. Bill discounting limits for MSMEs and SME gold loan. These are some of the new initiatives which we have introduced in the recent past to complete the product bouquet for MSMEs. Knowing it that MSMEs are spread across the length and breadth of this country, we recently came out with a new vertical, which we call it a financial inclusion and micro market vertical, wherein there are about 8,000 odd branches, and therein we have come in with the district sales hub. And the idea is that we should be in a position to reach out to MSMEs on ground, and we have created this district sales hub near to these branches. And we would like to capture as much of SME business as possible with the help of these branches and also the district sales hub. We have also come out with MSME Prerna, which is an online business mentoring program for MSME. And I would be more than happy to engage with the help of Subhash Joinwal, who is there on this call, to see that how best we can engage with MSMEs, and we can cover up the knowledge gaps also wherever they exist. So I think overall I would like to mention that we are fully aligned to your interests. We would do the handholding wherever required. We would like to see all of you prosper. And as I mentioned, that my ultimate goal is that the LGD which is there, which is loss giving default from the MSME sector from this portfolio, it should come down, which should help me in reducing my credit costs, which eventually I would like to pass on to all the MSMEs in terms of reducing their cost of borrowing and making them more and more competitive. And I think we will be happy leveraging fintechs. We will be happy leveraging fintech for the benefit of all of you, and see to it that it enhances your competitiveness. These are what my thoughts are. These are what my objective is. And I have set a goal for myself to double this book of MSME in the shortest possible time, and would like to see that happening also. Put in place all the enablers on the ground, seek collaboration from your Chamber of Commerce, And if at all we have more transparent exchange of information relating to the health of MSME, it will go a long way in terms of building the confidence of the bank in the MSME sector also. With these words, my best wishes to your members. I would appeal all of you to stay safe, stay healthy, and my festival greetings to all of you. May the year be very prosperous and healthy for all of you. Let's hope that the COVID, which has shaken up all of us, be behind us, and the new cost norms which we have adopted in this year go a long way in terms of building economic efficiency for all of us. Thank you very much, and all the very best to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Sahab. You said very, very important and very valuable, inputs for the SME perspective. And I'm thankful to you for sharing your action plan and your vision for the empowering SMEs. Not only just achieve the target, but to empower them. आपने जैसे कहा ना कि be healthy, be safe, be healthy. So always I give any person's birthday wish. I say be healthy, be happy, and be wealthy. So बैंक इज देयर, बैंक की वजह से हम वेल्दी बन सकते हैं. जैसे डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं हम, तो डॉक्टर कहता है चिंता मत करो, आपकी हेल्थ अच्छी हो जाएगी, मैं दवा दूंगा. वैसे हमारे बैंकर्स कहते हैं ना, आप बिंदास बिजनेस कीजिए, मैं आपके पीछे खड़ा हूँ, कितना फंडिंग चाहिए आप फिजिबल रिपोर्ट ले आइए, आपका फंडिंग हो जाएगा. दिस इज अ कॉन्फिडेंस वी वांट सर. Rather, particularly 2-3 questions are there. If you have some 10 minutes time, we can take. One is a very important question arrived from our members that, specific, Mr. Viren Joshi also highlighted, how and when bank can start the, cash flow based lending, which is, already Rashish Kumarji mentioned in 2-3 conferences also last 2 years ago, that cash flow funding is most important now. Because of that only, and many companies can, because that most of the entrepreneur doesn't have a own property or collaterals to give that one. What is your suggestion on this point?
No, we are already engaged on this subject, and we have already introduced this cash flow based lending for loan amount of 50 crore and plus. And we have started testing it, and once we will have a fair amount of assessment, we'll be soon rolling it out for the lower levels also.
Okay. 2 things you have mentioned in your speech, that one is a knowledge sharing. This is very, very important. Along with the money, along with the hand-holding, along with the guidance, knowledge sharing is most important. So I assured on behalf of Chamber that we will utilize the knowledge shared by the bank, particularly SME perspective. You know that 7 crore MSMEs and hardly 50 lakhs are enjoying bank funding. When we informed the Honorable Prime Minister during our meeting, he was shocked. He said, खाली 45 से 50 लाख MSMEs are enjoying, बाकी फिर कहाँ जाते हैं? So they are facing big problem. They go to the cooperative bank or private finance for 36%, 42%. So I can assure you, or rather I want assurance from you that knowledge sharing sessions में बहुत जरूरी है. जब तक knowledge नहीं देंगे तो they will not go ahead with the finance. Second thing, sir, we have one very important question. MSME लोन के लिए जैसे आपने बहुत सारे basket of services बताए, product बताए, can we have one format in each branches or each level, particularly SME point of view? Because most of the SMEs are face problem when they submit their project report, particular technology based related. तो बहुत सारे SMEs का ऐसा हुआ है कि वो that proposal will get rejected. So there is one lacking. Sometimes branch manager is not understanding that issue, or branch manager is not taking the external guidance on that. आप उसमें थोड़ा सा गौर कीजिए. CGM SME is very prompt and very helpful. तो अगर हम ये SME दायरे को इसको बढ़ा सकते हैं तो आपकी क्या बात है?
इसमें इनफैक्ट इसी इशू को देखते हुए हम लोगों ने जो SME ब्रांचेस बना रहे हैं वो इसीलिए बना रहे हैं जिससे कि जो हमारी क्रेडिट स्किल है, SME रिलेटेड जो भी स्किल है वो वहाँ पर हम उसको जो उपलब्ध करवाएंगे. और वहाँ उपलब्ध करवाने से ये हो जाएगा कि जो भी SME प्रपोजल आएगा उसको जो है इफेक्टिवली डील विद किया जा सके. तो इसी कारण से हमने जो AGM SME भी लगाए हैं वो इसी कारण से लगाए हैं कि जिनके पास जो रिक्वायर्ड स्किल है जो कि SME को समझ सकें और SME को किस तरह की सुविधा चाहिए वो उपलब्ध करवा सकें. तो इसीलिए ये सब कारण थे जो हमने जो है कुछ एसएमई ब्रांचेस हमने जो है डेडिकेटेड एसएमई ब्रांचेस बनाई और वहाँ पर रिसोर्सेज जो हैं जैसे आरएम एसएमई जो बनाए हैं उनको पूरी जो है ट्रेनिंग दी गई है, जिसके बाद कि वो लोग हर प्रपोजल को उस अंदाज से उस नजरिए से देख सकें और अपने अप्रेजल कर सकें।
श्योर। अगर आप देखिए आपके पास तो पूरे फिगर्स है, पूरी काउंटिंग है। लास्ट ईयर से अभी मार्च तक 1.5% एनपीए कम हुआ है एसएमई सेक्टर में। अब ये तो पेंडेमिक में तो बढ़ेगा, वो तो दैट इज नेचुरल, बट आज आपके पास 10 लाख कस्टमर्स है एमएसएमई सेक्टर में। मैं ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ एसएमई चेंबर ऑफ इंडिया, अदर आई रिप्रेजेंट द फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडियन एसएमई एसोसिएशन आल्सो, आई वांट टू गिव एश्योरेंस दैट वी अंडर योर गाइडेंस एंड लीडरशिप अगले 2 साल में इसका 20 लाख कैसे हो जाए, इस पे हम कोशिश करेंगे।
पूरी कोशिश है। अब मैं आपको यही आश्वासन देना चाहता हूँ, मेरी तरफ से भी पूरी कोशिश है कि इसको 10 लाख के 20 लाख के करना है।
वीरेन जी, you would you like to come in? A short question.
Yeah, a quick comment first of all. So, Dinesh Khara, thank you very much. It's very rare that when all the comments we put across, you were able to address all of them so convincingly. So again, my compliments on that. It is all of us very excited. I've got a comment from industry. Can we join with the bank sector, with your CGM, the Joinwal and others, and create a situation where there are operational dashboards. I'm taking your comment very seriously that the SME sector must make sure that they remain healthy and obviously pay their dues on time. And I'm thinking, if in addition to financial norms, can we create efficiency norms and metrics that I have in my business, and every local company has new metrics, DPM metrics, which will show you the health of improvement. And one that will help you reduce your NPA. It will bring your cost of capital down. And I'm giving a suggestion, as that happens with simple dashboard metrics, as that SME and a group of SMEs improve their metrics, maybe you could help with an advantage on interest. You start at X percentage, but as they do better financially, as they do better on operational metrics, and that gives you confidence that this SME is going to prosper and do well, you start decreasing his cost of interest, which will help him even become more financially stronger. It's just a thought again. Use the strength of operational metrics in addition to financial metrics to gain the strength that you mentioned, rightly so. I think that it was a very important comment you made, and I take it to heart that it's important.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. In fact, we normally, what we do is, we have got a system of rating the SME units, wherein, of course, financial parameters are very much there, but if at all in fact, in the grid, there are few components which are addressing the operational efficiency also and their competitiveness also. We can certainly revisit and see that if at all it needs to be retweaked, we will do that. But nevertheless, what is happening is that if at all rating improves, we are in a position to lower down the interest rates. So that is something which we have already got it's a grid-based pricing which we do. But I'm always open to look at the suggestions if at all the components in the grid needs to be revisited.
Shrikant, your final question.
Yeah. Sir, as you rightly mentioned, Trades is the platform which one as a MSME must use very actively, and that will benefit them, because through Trades, the MSME units are able to enjoy funds at the lowest cost based on the rating of the buyer. So that is, their individual rating may not be very good, but being their buyer is having good rating, that will help them. We are a member on the Trades platform, and our MSME suppliers are making best use of it, and it is definitely helping them, and it is a wonderful innovative idea that is happening for last couple of years. Whenever I was talking to Trades people, I find the publicity has not happened so much, and I think there is a big scope to add more and more MSME on the Trades platform. So I think some holistic view or some strategy, some guidelines has to be published. So more and more MSME gets tempted to become part of the trades. This is what I feel. So platform is proven, it is happening well, it is working well because I am benefiting through my suppliers. So I am witness of that. But the horizontal deployment across the country needs a lot of boost and support. So I think
We are
that is
taking that issue to government. We are taking
yeah.
So I think
And-
what I would also suggest is that from the Chamber of Commerce, if at all, you can also promote it with your members. And we from the financial fraternity, we are also trying to promote this. I think it is going to be a combined effort by all the stakeholders, and then only we'll get to see the traction. It's a new initiative. I'm sure, I mean, maybe 2-3 years down the line, it will become very strong also. But nevertheless, all of us have to be, I mean, make efforts to make it very popular.
For
And one more thing.
information of the Srikanth Chairman Saab, when Raghunath Rajan was a governor of RBI, I was interacting regularly with him and I was insisting him to change the NPA norms from 90 days to 180 days. And during that time, Mr. Padmanabhan was a ED. And I said, either you change the norm or you bring some idea where we can survive our SME sector. And then after discussion more than 12 times with him, he suggested me I'm bringing the Mexican type of platform, and he introduced the trades platform. And through me, now we are pursuing the government of India. Those are having turnover about up to 200 crore. They should also come bring on this platform. And even alternative platform, also finance platform, the SME Stock Exchange, during the tenure of CB Bhave, I insisted him that we want some access in a capital market. So this is my efforts also to bring SME Stock Exchange. Yes, Srikanth, you want to say something?
Sir, I have one more point. As you rightly mentioned, Chairman Sir, about fund of funds. We read about that in the newspaper. I think there is a very good scope to make use of that, and maybe some strategy to make fund of funds for the MSME or startups, maybe with some HNI units, some private equity players. That will be really a big boost to the small people, where money requirement is very small, maybe a few lakhs rupees, sometimes less than a crore, and it can lead to wonderful ideas. Ministry of Human Resources is working on this. They have a lot of work happening on that. I think some interaction with them, we can make a good MOU, we can make some strategy, and we can deploy that across the nation, which SBI can lead. So I think that is the one area where there is a good scope.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
you want to say something?
Fine.
No, I think, yeah. No, I think this is something is in making. So hopefully we will get to see that it also is put in place to support the MSMEs.
Okay. Friends, we will not stop here our dialogue. We will continue our dialogue. So we have taken a challenge today that we want to make 20 lakh customers in coming years. So this is a challenge we are also taking. And I want to invite the SME sector, those are not enjoying any facility from the banking perspective. I suggest go to the nearest branch, take advantage of the whatever the financial facility made available by SBI and other banks also, and utilize all the financial fuel for their better business growth. So I always say SME bank is there, SMEs are there, and SMEs are there, the India will grow. So to fulfill the $5 trillion US economy, making India as a manufacturing hub and to compete with the Chinese market, and to survive in a competitive era, we want to support MSME sector, and the bankers, chamber and government can provide a level playing field for the SME sector for better empowerment and better prospect and better business growth. With this words, I'm thankful to Kharasab, and I wish that your tenure, we want to do a lot of business activity, and rather during this pandemic, the bankers played a very, very important role. वो सही मायने में कोरोना योद्धा है, तो मैं उनको सैल्यूट भी करता हूँ और मैं उनको बधाई भी देता हूँ. बिकॉज ऑफ द बैंकर्स, बिकॉज ऑफ मेडिकल पीपल, वी आर सर्वाइविंग. हेल्थ है तो वेल्थ है, वेल्थ है तो हेल्थ अच्छी बना सकते हैं, और इंडिया की इकोनॉमी को भी बढ़ाने के लिए हम कोशिश करेंगे. विद दिस वर्ड, चेयरमैन साहब आपने हमें टाइम दे दिया. और मैं चाहता हूँ कि ये डायलॉग अपना कंटिन्यू रहे। CGM SME का भी मैं बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया करता हूँ। कल्याण रामन जी has also joined with us. He is also very helpful and helping person. So we want to develop that coordination and cooperation and partnership with the bank. And special thanks to Viren ji he is speaking from USA. Srikant ji is from Pune, and most of our entrepreneurs, all India level, they're watching, they're listening, and we are going to circulate this information amongst more than at least 70 lakh SMEs in India, so that they can come and they can take advantage. With these words, I'm thankful to you and all the best for your tenure. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Chandrakant ji. All the very best. All the very best to all of you. Stay healthy, stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
you.
Very much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Shijam sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Chandrakant sir.
Thank you.
Thank
कल्याण
you.
रामन जी धन्यवाद आपका भी.
Welcome.
वीरेन जी धन्यवाद.
Thank you.
Srikant ji, thank you for support and good subject.
Yeah, nicely.